On Ktube, after some time, people start recognizing you for specific things. Your editing style, your opinions, your humor, aesthetics, the way you present yourself. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. Identity is important online. It helps people remember you, connect with you, trust you. But hello, yeppi people, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about creator identity and how it can quietly limit creativity. So what is identity? Why does every creator build a persona in the first place? Identity is basically the way people, in this case, Ktubers, express and present themselves online. It's what makes you memorable, recognizable, easy to understand. Having an identity creates trust, community, familiarity. It also helps creators feel grounded at first, like you've finally found your thing. And honestly, that comfort feels good. But comfort can also quietly stop artistic freedom. A lot of Ktubers slowly get too comfortable inside the image people have of them, an identity they either carefully built over time or randomly gained overnight because one type of video performed well, or maybe it was an accidental joke that they made, just like my stream cosmic. And after that, everything starts revolving around maintaining that image because people expect it now because it's more comfortable and it's solid. An identity helps people know you, or at least the version of you that you decided to show online. But there's always another side of a person, more potential, more creativity, more interests, more growth that people haven't seen yet. Honestly, I think identity is one of the most important parts of being a creator. Sometimes all it takes is a certain editing style, thumbnails, humor, font choices, way of speaking, and people immediately know who made the video. Identity is supposed to be a foundation, not a cage. But online, especially on Ktube, those two things can become really hard to separate. The moment they become scared of changing, experimenting, or showing another side of themselves, because that's not what people subscribed for, identity stops helping creativity and starts controlling it. People become so attached to being recognized that they become scared of surprising people, scared of posting something different because audiences on Ktube notice changes immediately. I also sometimes get comments that say a video doesn't fit my style. Creators start performing themselves. They stop naturally expressing themselves and start recreating the version of them that performed well before, or the version that they and their audience loved. I myself sometimes feel trapped because I know what people think of me, what they expect from me, and that sometimes stops me from experimenting, trying new things. If you know me, you probably also know how much I value identity on Ktube. It's something I focus on most of the time, but whenever I want to try a new style, experiment with a different editing approach, or make something unexpected, my first thought is no, this doesn't feel like me. It won't fit my channel. But why not? It can fit your channel if you make it yours, if you twist it in your own way, add details that represent you. Now I'm trying to not cage myself, to not be afraid of changing, because in my opinion, changes are growth. You're not becoming a worse version of yourself. You're becoming a newer one, a better one, a more experienced one. In Ktube, audiences get very attached to some eras of creators. Yes, eras. Ktubers build eras. Changes of editing, thumbnail style, intros, they all build an era. Both Ktubers and their audiences get too attached to some eras. Maybe because of nostalgia, but that makes them scared of moving forward. And I don't think identity should work like that. And I think people online forget that humans are inconsistent by nature. Their interests change, their style changes, the way they think changes. That's normal. So maybe change shouldn't be seen as losing yourself. Maybe sometimes changing is the closest thing to actually being yourself. So here comes the question. How do you have an identity without trapping yourself inside it? Identity should be a base, not a box. I think a lot of creators are scared of changing because they think people will stop recognizing them or they will lose their audience. But identity was never supposed to be a character you have to play forever. Your identity should guide your content, not control every decision. Stop asking yourself, does this fit my channel? And instead ask, how can I make this feel like mine? Two creators can use the same style and still feel completely different because identity comes from execution. Identity should be flexible. There should always be room for growth. A creator's identity should feel more like a direction, not a limitation. Because the moment you feel forced to constantly recreate the same version of yourself, creativity starts feeling less like self-expression and more like performance. And audiences can learn to grow with creators too. The best audiences don't stay just because of one editing style or one video. They stay because of the creator. Experimentation is necessary. Trying new things is what keeps creativity alive. It helps creators evolve naturally and reminds people that creators are humans before they are brands. And change doesn't erase your old work. It doesn't make you fake or incohesive. Leave some space for unpredictability. That will keep your content fun. You can still be you while becoming something different at the same time. Just like NMIX, they always bring something new to the table without having to shift their direction. Or K-tubers like PSDU, every video differs from another, but I can still see his signature in each of them, and that's amazing. If your identity disappears the moment you try something new, maybe it was never really identity. Maybe it was just repetition. So identity isn't about staying the same forever. It's about people recognizing you even as you change. Take this video as a reminder that you don't need validation from anyone to do what you want. So go on, take that risk.